Well, hey there, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here, but you can call me Pajama Grandma in my rubber ducky pajamas and rubber ducky robe because it's just one of those rubber ducky days. So, do you know, and more importantly, do you know what the fastest, easiest, most effective, efficient, and free way to supersize your business is? Well, make some guesses. And of course I'm going to tell you, because I am working on a women's summit. I'm doing a countdown 10 days to the launch of this women's summit, all about customers for women business owners speakers to women business owners, all about customers. Anything with respect to customers, we're answering questions about that. So as part of the countdown, I'm like, well, why not make that part of my Supersize Your Business thing? So day 10 is all about asking your customers what they want. That is the fastest, easiest, most effective, most efficient, I love efficiency and effectiveness, ways, and it's free to ask your existing customers anything you want to know, anything and everything you want to know. Your customers will tell you, and they'll be glad and happy to tell you because it makes them feel important and it increases their status when you approach them and ask them for their opinion. People love to give you their opinion. People love to feel like they matter, like they're part of the process. So if you're asking them for their advice and their opinion and what they think and how they feel about your products and services, voila, you're killing so many birds with one stone, shooting ducks in a barrel, things like that. It's amazing. It's super powerful and extremely effective. So what kind of things would you ask your customers about? Well, ask them about their experience with you. Ask them about how they use your product or service, because sometimes how people actually use our products and services is very different than what we had in mind when we designed them and offered them to them in the first place. How do they feel about your customer service? How do they feel about any interaction or any touch point with your company, with your business, with you? How do they experience? What's the experience working with you like from their perspective? What problems do you create with the solution that you provided with them in the first place? Because whenever we provide a solution to something, that solves the immediate problem, but it always also in turn changes something and creates other problems and challenges for our customers. So that leads us to know what we can do and what we can offer them as a next step, as a next thing to continue to have them as customers in our life and in our business and in our world. So you want to know how they feel about your quality, your delivery time, your price points, your everything. You can ask them everything. And, anything that you want to know, just ask them, how can you serve them better? People love if you ask them, well, geez, how could we serve you better? Now you might be saying, you can already see the eye roll. Oh, you mean all I have to do is ask my customers and talk to them and build relationships with them? Yes, you have to. Or somebody in your organization has to. If you're not good with that, if you're an introvert and you don't want to do that, somebody has to do that on behalf of your company. Somebody has to make your customers feel like they matter, because they do matter. Without your customers, there's nothing. There is no business, nothing. So I can see the eye rolls, and I can already see you like, well, I already know that I need to ask my customers. But are you doing it? Are you actually doing it? Do you have a mechanism for talking to your customers, finding out how things work, how they like it? Do you have a mechanism or a way or a strategy for understanding everything that you do from your customer's perspective? I love being a customer in my own business. I love experiencing my own products or services as a customer. Now, you can't always do that. I'm a coach, right? So how do I experience my own coaching? Well, I can record my coaching calls and I can watch them for review and improvement. There's things like that I can do, but I can't actually get in the skin of my customer and experience my coaching unless I ask them and I ask them. And I hope that, and people will not be 100% honest with you because they don't want to hurt your feelings, but you have to read into that and probe and really dig for the information that you want, because people love to give it to you. And a lot of times the things that are hard that they don't like and we think we don't want to hear are our biggest opportunity for improvement and for serving them better. So ask your customers. Now, if you're just starting out and you don't have any customers yet, don't use that as an excuse for not asking. You can ask your competitors' customers. You can read reviews on Amazon or Google or wherever. You can Google. Google, guys, is our best friend. You can Google and find out where people that are your potential customers hang out and do the research. and then my other thought was, well, what if you're afraid? What if you say, well, geez, I'm afraid to ask my customers? If you're afraid to ask your customers questions like this or how you can serve them better, then you have a much bigger problem than asking your customers. Because I don't know of a single entrepreneur that is going to last long if they're afraid of their customers. So I just say, find some ways to get over that fear. I used to, when I was in journalism when I was in school, so I would always do something, just be a reporter. And that made it possible. If I was acting as a reporter, I could ask anyone anything. Or hire somebody to do it for you. Hire a market research firm. Hire people to survey your customers, call your customers, and talk to them. But I will tell you, nothing will go further to build rapport with your customers than reaching out to them and saying, hey, I so value you as a customer. I want your opinion on this. Do you have a couple minutes? Take them out to coffee. Do whatever it takes, but get the information you need to supersize and grow your business. That's it. I will be with you tomorrow. Have an awesome day.